Welcome to Dr. Josefina's Way. I am Dr. Josefina Monasterio, fitness expert, weight loss, and success coach. When negative things happen to us, no matter how much we rant, rave, and complain, it is not going to change anything. If we are always waiting for some special event to happen so we can be happy, we will be wasting our whole life. Well, today we have an excellent program for you today. Today we're talking about how to enjoy your life moment by moment. Of course, we're going to have the affirmation of the week, our happy and healthy lifestyle, our empowerment lesson. Laura Garrett is co-hosting with me today. But first, let's take our fitness break. Namaste. I'm going to share with you, every time you do your asanas or you practice your yoga, we just finished the breathing, so we're going to go into the relaxation pose called Savasana. And then every time that you do an asana, in this case, we just finished with the breathing, now we're going to relax. And it's called Savasana. Your legs apart, your arms apart, and you just let your body relax. This asana is phenomenal. Like if you feel stressed out, you feel like the world is coming to you and you feel like, oh my God, I cannot take it anymore. And when you're in this pose, it's almost like you're dead, but alive in a good sense. And it allows you to rejuvenate, to calm down, to align your thoughts with your physical body. It's just very good. Okay, now every time now I'm gonna share with you another wonderful asana. No, with yoga you're not only gonna benefit from the flexibility, which is phenomenal, especially if you're an active person and you don't want to have injuries, whether you play golf or you play tennis or you are a runner, whatever sport you do, the flexibility is phenomenal in the yoga practice, because it really prevents you for a lot of injuries. And I attribute my lack of injuries in my active life because I do my yoga every single day. So let's work in some flexibility, which I think is crucial for everybody. So let's start with the forward bend, okay? It's awesome because this asana helps you with your lower back, your legs together, upper body nice and straight. We bring the arms up to the sky, and you're always reaching up to the sky and everything. And bending forward, and relax. Now, if you only can get to this level, that's okay, because remember in yoga, you're not competing with anybody. So I just kind of flexible because I've been practicing for many years. So you relax it, you allow the pose to teach you. And this is what yoga does. It teaches you, you listen and you feel that your body will go lower, and then you relax in the pose. And your body will tell you when to really release the pose. Okay, so relax. Slowly. Up, arms up to the sky. Bend forward. Now see, you do it now. I can go a little bit farther. I can go farther than my feet. But I'm not pushing my body, just the body does it. Because you're stretching your hamstring, you're stretching your muscles in your back, which one of the things that the benefit of yoga is, in yoga, you are as young as your spinal cord. So if you train your spinal cord and you're always breathing new energy, new blood into it, of course that's why you see people who do yoga, they look so young, they look like 20 years younger. That's the secret. So it's relax. Slowly. And then remember, go back to Savasana, relax. This segment of the show is where we do the affirmation. And the affirmation is a positive sentence that you make about something you want to achieve. So there are 3 steps to do an affirmation. The first step is to read your affirmation. The best time to read your affirmation is early in the morning or just before you go to sleep at night. The second step in doing your affirmation is, once you read your affirmation, as you read your affirmation, you should be vividly picturing and experiencing yourself having accomplished the change you want or the end result you intend to create. Through your constructive visualization, you will be displacing the old self-image with a new picture of how you want to feel and act. Remember, in the beginning, you're practicing and experiencing the change consciously. And that way you will be turning your expectation over the subconscious mind. And very quickly you will be moving easily, effortlessly, free-flowingly towards the new picture. The third step in your affirmation is the emotion. The emotional impact that you put in your affirmation will determine your success or failure. See, when you read your affirmation, you make 10% impact. When you read a picture, you get 55% impact. When you read, picture, and feel, you get 100% impact. So the emotional involvement in your affirmation is essential for success. So the way you do your affirmation is, I have a positive expectancy of reaching my goals, and I bounce back quickly from temporary setback. I have a positive expectancy of reaching my goals, and I bounce back quickly from temporary setback. The repetition of the affirmation is essential for success. And here we are back in Rosie Schuman's kitchen talking today about carbohydrates. How are you, baby?
We're doing good.
Yes.
Meaning Mama and me, because Mama's sitting over there, doesn't want to get involved in
Hi,
this.
Mom. Thank you for your tips.
Well, I really want to focus in today on breads because I love bread. I was born and raised on bread, but there are better breads to eat that would help with your diet, meaning your diet of eating and your diet of weight loss. Okay, number 1 bread is look for breads that have whole grains in them. And they'll say it. They'll say it on the package. When you see breads that say 11 grains, 12 grains, 9 grains, they aren't as good as the ones that say whole grains. And when you eat these breads, you will see the difference.
Yes.
Because you'll be crunching on bread. Kids will like it because they usually have a very distinct flavor. They're not bland, these breads. They have a flavor to them, almost a sweet flavor, which will encourage kids to eat more of these. So I just brought out a few breads that we've had. Unfortunately, I took out a croissant. Croissants are not the greatest bread to eat because they're filled with butter. Not that I have an objection to butter, but they're made from white flour, and that isn't as great as making bread that has, look at the density of this bread. It's got so much in it and so much on the outside of it. They even make bagels, whole wheat or whole grain bagels. So you can eat most any bread, but make sure the breads have the high whole grain fiber. Once you get that in your system, you'll have enormous amount of fiber. It will help with weight. Yes. And you know the bowel movements we talk about that you always make fun of?
I always say there is nothing better than a good bowel movement. And for that you have to have your fiber. Your whole grain. And also about portion control.
Yeah, you don't want.
You can't eat the whole bread, the whole loaf.
You don't want to eat this whole thing. But you know what make it taste even more scrumptious is putting oil on the bread. A lot of us put butter on the bread, but substitute your butter with oil. Oil is a phenomenal part in your nutritional system. It also helps with bowel movements, and it also helps with adding oils to your system.
And your mom probably will add some chopped garlic. Ah, see.
See how you use these ingredients? You can use these ingredients for anything and everything.
And remember, some people say, oh, I'm a carbohydrate. Oh, carbohydrate?
Carbohydrate,
Holic?
alcoholic, like an alcoholic.
They eat too many carbs.
That's correct.
So you make sure that you control your portions.
Right. There's always remember volume, portion control. That's important. So go get yourself some olive oil, get a nice piece of bread, and enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Come again.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching Dr. Josefina's Way, and I'm Laura Guttridge. In today's lesson, we're talking about being happy, enjoying your life in spite of our shortcomings. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, well, it's in our human nature to not be content with our lives. We always are, even after we achieve things, get a college degree or what, then all of a sudden we're working on getting married, or whatever it is. There's always something. And so as being human, we're always discontent because we're always reaching for one more thing. No matter how much we have, we always want one more thing. And so this is how I look at it. There's happy people, and
like
there's
me?
Yes. Who go through life and you achieve these things and you are happy along the way. And then there are, I think, the majority of people who are kind of uptight and depressed because maybe they haven't achieved these things, maybe it's taking a little longer than they anticipated, and they're being miserable over it. And maybe it's because of that maybe their shortcomings are greater because they're unable to continue. And do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes. Well, and also there will be people who achieve their goals or they're living their dream and they're not happy.
Right.
So that's the thing that I find challenging, because if you are constantly living your dream, doing what you love to do, and you know that every step is preparing you for the adventure ahead, so you're the type of person who enjoy everything that you're doing in that moment.
Right.
Because basically you live in your dream. I remember when I was working in Cambridge High School, I was happy. I was living my dream. So I didn't have time to sit in the cafeteria and complain about the system and how bad the kids were. Because I was so happy. And I always made a point of my life that whatever I do, I enjoy that. Because I made that choice to be there, to do that, to do whatever I'm doing. It's up to us to make that conscious decision. This is what I wanted to do. Like, you decided to have a baby, and then you want to be miserable because you have your beautiful child. You know what I mean?
Right.
So people have to get their stuff together.
Yes. Well, I think one of the problems with getting our stuff together is we're busy. And so with our busy, crazy, hectic lives.
But if they watch Healthy Power TV, Dr. Josefina's Way with Laura Chad, then you fix it up. You know, you can fix your thing, and that's what the purpose of the show is, to help you to, to master once and for all your body, your mind, your spirit, and your emotions, and whatever you want to do. Right, baby?
Exactly. Of course. And, it is funny because we have the capability of doing these things, but sometimes we just lack the initiative to make it happen. I'm a very busy person, and sometimes I think I forget to be happy.
Yeah, well, don't anymore. After the lesson, your assignment is to be happy. So why do you? Okay, don't you enjoy? Like, you do a lot of gardening. I know you work a lot in the garden. So don't you enjoy when you're right there with the dirt and the worms and the little critters and stuff?
Well, the trees go through stages. They shed acorns, then leaves, then those little squiggly things. I think pollen.
Yes.
And it has been a constant battle lately.
So you don't enjoy it?
I do enjoy it when it's like planting things, but when the constant cleanup. But
isn't that part of the process, though?
It is, and I like to do lots of my gardening on Fridays because I want to enjoy the garden for the weekend.
Yes.
Without having my family, and I can just relax. So seeing into the future, to be able to prepare, and that does make me happy.
What will make you happy? What will make you happy?
Well, see, I have so much. I have a wonderful husband, a beautiful daughter. My parents are awesome. I love my home, where I live, my friends.
So you don't have any right to be miserable.
I don't. I don't. It's terrible. I am one of those people that she's referring to, that
count your blessings.
I should be very happy.
Very happy. Absolutely.
But I get very frustrated and like I'm waiting in lines and
no, those small potatoes.
Yes.
You know, in comparison with the big picture, what you have accomplished in your life, the wonderful marriage that you have, like you said, your parents and everything, you live in a beautiful town, you have everything really.
Yeah.
So your duty, your obligation, your responsibility, your power is to be happy and share the work with others.
And it's true. I need to concentrate on being happy. You had mentioned somewhere about enjoying your family, your friends, and your health, because these are all things that eventually we lose things that make us happy. So you might as well enjoy the moment while we have it.
Especially like you said, Laura, your health. You don't know the value of your health until you get sick. Yes. And some of you probably viewing the program had that experience. So that's why you really have to take 100% responsibility of taking care of your physical body.
Absolutely.
You know, and we've done many, many shows about that. So you stay always tuned with Healthy Power TV and Dr. Josefina's Way, and we help you to get the best.
Absolutely.
Yes. Anything else that got your attention?
Well, you know, sometimes I think in my own little Laura world.
But you represent a lot of people out there, though.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes.
But, you know, it's a kind of a bizarre thing that I do. I'll like replay like my day in my mind if I were telling it to somebody, and it sounds like, oh, that's a great day. You know, it's a good day. But I don't feel that way. But if I were hearing it that somebody else was having that kind of a day, I would think, oh, well, you know, they're living a good life, having a great day. I need to enjoy my days.
You need to claim it.
Yes, I do.
That's my day.
And I think most people probably are feeling that way too.
Absolutely.
It's a struggle to make yourself happy.
Yeah.
And like you said, even at the workplace, most people spend 8 to 10 hours at the workplace. That's a third of your life at work. So you shouldn't be looking at the clock waiting for the time to go away. Just enjoy your time there.
And that's why it's so powerful and so important that we choose to do what we love to do.
Yes.
And you know, in the beginning sounds easy, comes out of my mouth very easy, but it's the key for success. See, your happiness and your function or your purpose in life are one. And once you discover what is your purpose, what is your mission, what were you were born to do and to be, once you match those two, then you have the key for happiness. Because whatever you're doing, that's what you love to do. So you don't work on being happy. You bring happiness to whatever you do. You bring happiness to your home. You bring happiness to the workplace. Wherever you go, there goes happiness. Isn't that phenomenal?
Yes, and being happy will help you to achieve those milestones and events in life that you want to have to make you happy. Being happy will help you achieve those easier.
Of course, because it's an attitude. So when you are happy, you're projecting an attitude of positive attitude, an attitude of success. You generate good energy. When you have that kind of energy, people do anything to help you.
Yes.
Now, if you have a negative attitude and everything is bad and forget about it. Everybody's going to run away from you.
Yes.
So you're absolutely right. It's just, it's the whole component. And that's why we work in body, mind, spirit, and emotion, because those four components is the key for human happiness.
Yes, they are all linked.
And then, like you were saying, Laura, earlier, part of the reason that we had, remember we did a show called Divine Discontent?
Yes.
Well, it's that because when we don't cultivate the spirit, then you find yourself restless. Because there is a portion of the table that leg is not the same.
Right.
So most people work on their body, physical body. You see that constantly. But what about cultivating your mind? What about your emotional body? I will have people who will tell me, well, I eat emotional. I'm an emotional eater. No, you're not. You have bad habits.
Right. It's an excuse.
Well, and it's because they don't work in getting rid of negative emotions. And we've done many shows on negative emotions, toxic people. And then you have to work on your body, your mind, your spirit, and your emotions. And then that's why you have to keep watching Dr. Josefina's Way, because in this program, we are going to help you to be the best that you can be.
Yes.
Tell them.
Mind, body, and spirit all comes together.
Absolutely.
And Dr. Josefina can make it happen.
Yes, with her help.
I'll give it that shot.
By the way, please send your emails. Tell everybody about the show. We are very happy to have you tuning in every single week. The show airs every single week. If you have any ideas or shows that you think we should be talking about, or issues, please email us and we will
Yes.
satisfy your wishes.
Yes.
Anything else that we have in the lesson that you that it makes you anything?
I'm gonna be happy tonight.
Yes. Well, your assignment is to be happy.
Yes.
And then when you feel like you're gonna go in the negative way, just count your blessings. Look around
Yes.
you. Look at where you live.
Yes.
Look at your house. Look at your husband. Look at your child. Praise the Lord.
Absolutely.
Okay, baby. Bye. Mwah. Welcome back to our empowerment lesson. And in today's lesson, we're talking about how to choose happiness. See, when negative things happen to us, no matter how much we rant, rave, and complain, it is not going to change anything. If we are waiting for some special event to happen so we can be happy, we will be wasting our whole life. Not only that you will always find a reason not to be happy. Sometimes people tell me, well, when I get my perfect job, I will be happy. Or when I find a partner. Or when my children grow up. The only problem with that kind of thinking is that if you are not happy before you find a partner or your perfect job, you are not going to be happy when you get it. No other person, place, or thing can ultimately make you happy. You must learn to be happy from within yourself. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect with your family, your business, your career, or all your problems to be solved to be happy. You don't have to relinquish happiness until you lose weight, or you break an unhealthy habit, or you accomplish all your goals. Being unhappy, sour, and negative will not change anything for the better. Therefore, you might as well choose to be happy in the present, in the here and now. To do so, you must stop worrying about the future. Quit worrying about how everything is going to work out. Instead, live one day at a time. Better still, enjoy the moment. When we focus too much into the future, we are often frustrated because we don't know what's coming, what's going to happen. Naturally, uncertainty increases our stress level and creates a sense of insecurity. So make a conscious choice to enjoy your life now. Life is too short not to enjoy your family, your friends, your health, your work, and everything that you do. Wake up and see how blessed you are. Certainly, there are times when bad things happen to us, no matter how well we expect them to happen. But that is when we have to make the conscious choice to be happy regardless of the circumstances. That's when affirmations become so powerful, because you can say something like, I can see peace instead of this. I choose to be happy instead of being upset and frustrated. Especially under pressure, we have to learn how to tap into our God-given power of supernatural peace. The way to do that is, 1, by choosing to have a grateful and a positive attitude. Number 2, do not take anything for granted. Number 3, learn how to see the best in every person and in every situation, and learn to be happy right where you are. Number 4, you may live or work with people who are toxic, negative people. Don't give them permission to stop you from blooming where you are planted. And don't waste your time trying to change them, because that becomes a distraction for you and you'll waste your time. Number 5, keep a good attitude. make up your mind that from today forward, you are going to enjoy everything in your life. You may not be where you want to be, but thank God you are not where you used to be. Thank you for watching. See you next week. I am Dr. Josefina Monasterio with Healthy Power TV.
And I'm Laura Guttridge. Dr. Josefina, what's in store for everyone next week?
Well, you know what? Next week is an awesome show. We're going to have, remember Mickey Wallbaker? We're going to have this woman, she's a trainer, and we're going to show you in how to really get that beautiful body of yours in perfect shape. So make sure to watch next show.
Okay, sounds like a good show. Tune in.
Exactly, and then we talk about nutrition, and we talk about fitness, and we talk about exercising, and how to do your muscle mass, and how to do everything. So please tell your friend, and make sure you put it in your schedule to watch next show.